Hey everybody, I'm Tony E at Show IP Interface Brief, and today is the big day. How is everybody doing out there? I cannot believe the time has come. I am nervous, as you cannot believe, and I am really, really excited. I am really, really excited to find out how I did. I have a lot to be thankful for. A lot has brought me to this point, and whatever the results are, the experience has been positive, and that's what I wanted to celebrate this week. That's what I wanted to celebrate without any negativity of feeling down or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to, like I said in my blog post, just walk around feeling like a champion, feeling like I really accomplished something. And for me, sitting and taking the test was an accomplishment. I don't come from a long, storied background of being a great student at school. I certainly didn't choose the collegiate route for myself. I definitely went through my 20s living life the hard way. And it wasn't until my late 20s when I decided to get into IT and really did a career change. And this would be sort of the pinnacle of that. This would be like the high water mark of finally succeeding. So a lot of people have sort of brought me here, my family first and foremost. I have sacrificed a lot of time away from my kids, my family. My little girl is smiling at me over there. And my wife, who is not here with me, she's out on a work trip, but maybe she can hear this. I love her so much, and I'm so thankful she has afforded me the time to study, the time to try and reach that high water mark. And I can't thank her enough. Whatever the outcome is, I am very proud of this moment. And my son, who's in the other room, who cares a lot about whether or not I pass, is playing Fortnite, and he couldn't care less at the moment. I wanted to point out a couple of things. I was part of the Cisco Champions 2019 program, and I haven't hardly engaged at all because ever since the first of the year, I have been head down studying. I went on vacation in between Christmas and New Year's, and I came back right after New Year's. And when I came back, I said I had a good trip, and I was going to sign off of Twitter and social media and not engage anyone, and I really wanted to put my head down and study. And that time period that I started, which was, I think, January 3rd or 4th, is really I've learned so much from that, from January 3rd or 4th, since I started with my head down until I took my test. It has really been an awesome experience. Now, like I said, I was scheduled to take my test February 14th, which was Valentine's Day here in the U.S. And I thought I was going to be ready, and man, am I glad I moved my test. If anyone is planning on taking the CCIE, I don't know if you ever feel ready, but make sure you just don't throw away the $1,600. I knew it would be a stretch for me to pass this instance, this time. I will be really lucky if I pass, but I don't feel like I wasted my money if I didn't pass. It was a really good experience, and I have learned a lot. And like I said in my blog post, right now I'm the best engineer I have ever been because of this experience. So I signed off of social media. I stopped making YouTube videos, and I just put my head down and studied, and I was really trying to take this thing seriously, more serious than anything I've ever done in my life. I really buckled down with the I&E workbook materials as well as the Cisco 360 materials. I released a video not too long ago. I guess it was quite a while ago, about a month or so ago, an interview with Ben Gamble, who recently became CCIE. And he recommended the advanced mini bundle, and that was one of the from Cisco expert level training. It's called the Cisco 360 materials, is what it's known as. And that material, I have found, really helped me and really prepped me for what I was going to be facing in the lab. there's like 20 labs to do, 20 troubleshooting and 20 configuration labs, and they're really good and they're pretty small scale. But the large labs, the performance labs that you get with the advanced mini bundle pack is really, really awesome. And I recommend anyone who's working towards their CCIE route and switch, spend the, I don't know, I think it's $500 or $600. Spend the $500 or $600. It'll be the best you ever spent. However, spend it wisely, because the performance assessments or the graded assessments can only be performed once. So even though you pay $600 for them, you can only do it once, and then it's gone. You got to pay again. Now, you get a couple of graded assessments with that, but that is my recommendation. Absolutely. Definitely my recommendation. Also, I couldn't do this without the community. The Land Tamer community. Myself and Land Tamer hooked up very early on in my CCIE studies, and it was kind of because of him and sort of each other trying to work neck and neck, constantly working labs and talking about things and troubleshooting a little bit together, that really pushed each other together. And I know there's lots of other communities out there. So for anyone working along the certification path for CCIE, especially, find a really awesome community. You guys are all welcome to come join the Land Tamer community. I'm sure I can put a link below if I try hard enough. It has been really beneficial to be able to have extra resources to reach out to ask questions, to bounce ideas off of, and also just to get some general information like, how do you study? Let me see. Copied. Got it. I'm trying to put a link below in the description. You guys can come join us over there. We're all family there. It's a great time. I know there's the Router Gods. They have a really awesome community. A lot of fellow people who have studied and have well achieved their CCIEs are in the Router Gods community. Really, really awesome. And I see Wax Tracks here in chat. Jedediah Casey talking about flashcards. Flashcards have been a really awesome resource. Hi, honey. Flashcards have been a really awesome resource in prepping, especially for the written exam. It has been really cool. And Jedediah there, he made an awesome pack of flashcards, and I encourage everyone to go find his blog and get his flashcards, and they're really awesome. I use them, Land Tamer used them, and I'm sure many, many others out there have as well. So I haven't peeked at my scores yet. I got the email, I think, that night while I was flying back to the East Coast from Texas. I got the email in my inbox. It says it's from CCIE. Hey, CLI Soldier, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. So I got the email that night, which was last Tuesday. So here we are, 1 week later. I got the email. It just says CCIE. It doesn't have your results in it, I don't think. I haven't checked. I'm just sort of basing my experience, my knowledge around what others have told me. Yeah, man, the Lab Everyday community. I got representing right now. Embrace the tech journey, man. It's about the journey, not the destination, right? It's about everything we learn along the way. So I got the email, and I think the email just tells you that your results are in, that they're ready, and I haven't checked them yet. So I guess let's get ready to check them. I got little munchkins. All right, let's see. Where did I get that awesome shirt? Hey, man, this comes straight out of Lab Everyday. You can go on labeveryday.com, order some swag there. It always supports a great cause. Duan Lightfoot is always giving back to the community with study materials and videos and everything else. So, so definitely go over there, pick up some swag, get a T-shirt. It goes to a great cause. And yeah. It's already the 10th, dude. All right, so I guess let's get logged in and take a look, right? I don't know how this is going to work. Honey, you want me to tell you when I'm ready? Okay. You want to get your brother? All right. Let me get logged in. Let me get logged in. So I got to log into LastPass, then I got to get the credentials for my Cisco account. Bear with me. You know, I started growing these beautiful chops you see here. I started growing them back in, 2018? I think, 2018? When I went to Narbix boot camp. Why can't I log in? When I went to Narbix boot camp, I actually forgot my my razor. I forgot to shave. I forgot to shave. Well, I think I brought my razor, but I forgot to shave all week. And at the end of, I think it was an 8-day boot camp, when I was shaving, because I hadn't shaved in a while, it was like just pulling out hairs. So I just said, screw it. And I just left the chops on the side. And I made a promise to the class there. Not that anyone cares or remembers. But I remember Narvik giving me some feedback on like, hey, man, I think you've missed a spot. And I said, you know what? I'll shave it when I pass. So maybe today's the day. Maybe it's not. Let's take a look. So I'm still trying to get logged into LastPass so I can get my credentials here. Yeah, Nethro. I did find the boot camp helpful. It was really, really, really awesome. It was a really good experience. It is a room of, 20 people or so. In fact, I have a blog that I wrote about it, just my experience comparing two different boot camps. I recommend the boot camp style learning. That's what I like. Hang on, where is my credentials here? Let me see. Where you just get a bunch of people, like-minded people in the room, and you're all sort of geared and focused towards one thing, and in this case, that's studying for CCIE. It has been really awesome. You just kind of blank out the rest of life, It's just you in a bubble trying to... Now, how the heck? I've never done this before, guys, so I haven't logged in before, so I'm trying to just figure out, am I doing this right? I'm logging into a Cisco site. Let me see. Wait, this is single sign-on. Unable to redirect you to the page you requested. Hang on. Log in. All right, let me log in here. I truly have not done this before. Log in. Guys, in my LastPass, when I search for Cisco in my own LastPass, I have like 20 lines for all of Cisco's different sites and all the different accounts I have to manage and everything. So, I'm trying to find the right one. Let me see. Exams. Where do I go here? Menu. Support, training and events, partners, exams, schedule an exam. This can't be right. No, this is Pearson View. Go back. I guess maybe that's the test, right? If you can't get your results, then maybe you're not worthy of being CCIE. Where the hell do I get the results? Can anybody help me get the damn results? All right, let me try specialist certifications. Hang on. CCIE. CCIE, routing and switching. Okay, routing and switching. Study, learn, training. Take the exam. All right, let me take the exam. Register for the exam. No, that's the written. Lab location. Schedule and pay for a lab exam. Okay, so I've already done this. I'm trying to just like go through the process like I have to register again. I think I can get results that way. Hey, kids, come here. Theo.
Did you win or lose?
Here, Teddy, come here, read this. What does this one say here? What does this one say? Right here.
But good job. Well, I can see myself.
I know.
Good job, but it's okay.
Thank you. Thank you, honey.
Hallelujah.
And, well, this is why, this is the reason why I'm doing all this, right? For the family. Thank you, honey. So my son reads it as my status is fail. My reread status is not eligible. I can submit a lab critique. I don't know if that's necessary. And it has my date and location and the track, which was routing and switching. So that is well, I don't know, terrible. It's good. You know what? It's good. I guess now we know. I guess I should have made a prediction before looking at it. I should have predicted or maybe started a poll of whether or not I was going to pass. So I didn't feel like I was going to walk away with a win. It was a pretty hard exam. It really, really was. It was pretty hard. But one of the things my wife told me, and when I called her afterwards, she said, "Was it fair?" And I felt like the exam was fair. I felt like I was given a fair exam. I don't think there was anything impossible on it. I don't think there was any sort of corner case, weird stuff going on. I thought I had a fair shot, but it was a tough experience, and it was a hard exam. Even if you remove all of the corner case sort of one-off stuff that you could possibly get stuck on, and just pack in 3 days worth of configs in like 5 hours. Even if it's just basic stuff, your own human mistakes will screw you up in the end. You know what I mean? So I suffered a few human mistakes. I shot myself in the foot a couple of times, but I was still hopeful that maybe I had enough. Maybe there was enough effort. Maybe Cisco favored me enough to let me pass. Instead, they invited me back to take the test again. That's what I just found out. So I guess I will go back there and take the test again. And that's no problem. And you know what? Jordan Martin over at the Network Collective, I'm part of the Network Collective Slack channel. I guess it's a Slack server. And he reached out to me. He said he read my blog and said that he shared a lot of the same feelings about his CCIE attempts. And I told him then, if Cisco invites me back to test again, I'll be even more prepared the second time. And that's exactly what I'm committing here to do. If I go back to take my test again, and I will, hopefully soon, I will be even more prepared. And you know what? Damn it. Look, last night I spent some time trying to set up this stream, and I got a drum roll sound thing. But I didn't even use it. I didn't even use the drum roll. I was so nervous. So that's just the way it is sometimes. Guys, I thank everybody for coming here. Here, I also got another one. I was going to do a drum roll. And if I pass, I had a good one. And if I fail, I have a... So things don't always go as planned, and that's okay. I've got to spend a really awesome time with my family, my wife, my kids. We're a team here at the house, and even though I'm locked here in the room studying by myself, and they're out there living life, going to church, doing karate, having fun, being a family, and we're separate. Together, we're a team, and in the end, I will pass this thing because of them. So thank you all for coming here and spending some time with me, and Ivan has given me some good Lebowski lines here, and I really appreciate it. Take the family to bowling night, absolutely. Look forward to more labbing. Yeah, I definitely want to come and do some more live stream labs. I really wanted to. Doing live stream labs takes a little bit of time to set up and is a little bit distracting. So I wanted to put my head down and do it. But one of the lessons I learned, I think, from Ben Gamble when I did the interview with him was he said that he learned that maybe, after it was all said and done, after he took the CCIE lab 4 times and passed it on the 4th time, looking back, he said, maybe I didn't have to study as hard as I did. And I'm hoping that I can take that same approach, that maybe I can contact a few people and learn about how to make my studying more effective, get more value out of my time. I know Brian McGann from INE reached out to me, and we were talking through Twitter about studying and results and everything. So I think I'm going to reach out to him and make sure that I get my path between now and my attempt number 2 on track so that I can be the most effective. So if anyone has study tips, things they want to contribute, words of encouragement are always welcome. It's because of this community that I have here with all of these people. That is what keeps me going. There have been times where I haven't been successful and things were really tough. And I needed to reach out to folks who are out here with me today and help push me along, especially Dewan Lightfoot, Mr. Lab Everyday himself. He helped me through a really hard time I was having in January. I had a bit of like a mental breakdown, a little personal like mental breakdown where life got really hard and studying was not easy. And I really just needed someone else to lean on for a minute. And he was there for me. And that's the community that we have all together leaning on each other. So I hope that I can continue to lean on everybody for another month or 2 while I continue to study and hopefully be successful next time. So I welcome all well wishes are always welcome. All encouragement is always welcome. I really enjoyed having everyone wish me good luck. It was very important to sort of cocoon yourself, surround yourself with positivity as part of your study journey, especially before you take a big exam like the CCIE. So if anyone is planning on taking the CCIE, make sure you reach out and you can get some of that positive feedback from the community. It really helps. It really, really does. And thank you. I'm really happy that I'm able to help anyone in this journey. It has been pretty tough. The chat has been scrolling by faster than I can read it and faster than I can address it. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone. I've been getting a lot of thank yous for being inspirational. I hope that I've been helpful. One of the things I set out on this journey to do, the 100 Days of Labbing, was to sort of document the process, the effort, the dedication that it takes to put into this thing. And while my videos stop around day 73, 74, 75, I've put in probably another 40 or 50 days of straight labbing. I've put in a lot of time labbing, so I've blown way past 100 days. I don't want everyone to think that I quit on them at 75. I just didn't do live streams, that's all. It definitely takes some time, and I couldn't have done it without the great encouragement that I have here. I got a lot of great people at work that support me. I see people in the chat. It's really awesome. I see here, thanks to Ceiling Tech for letting me lab on the weekends. I go to work sometimes and lab on the weekends, so I can just put myself in an isolated environment. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who following the 100 Days of Labbing hashtag. Thanks to Lab Every Day, the community, Dewan himself, my wife and kids, Cisco Champion Program, and thanks to all of you for all the support. It has been an amazing journey. I really, really hoped that I had a pass, but it wasn't in the cards for me, and that's okay. Because if I would have passed, I would have been the luckiest man alive with the lowest passing possible score. So I would have accepted it, and it would have been nice, but it just means I got to go back, adjust, and be even more prepared. So I'm just going to, in fact, the next time I take this, I'm going to be even more prepared. The labs that I did, the Cisco 360 material has really helped to prepare me, and I'm going to continue down that track working that material. It has been really, really awesome. So it's getting to be about 7:30. I got to put these kids to bed soon. It has been really, really awesome to spin the to do it this way. I don't know if anyone else has ever live streamed their CCIE reveal. Put me back in, coach. Yeah, Network Bro, what's up, man? Good to see you. Maybe this is a first. Maybe we'll start a trend where everyone can share their experience with the world. It has been very cool, sort of postponing the gratification, and I know a lot of people sort of didn't understand it, didn't understand the methodology, and for me, it was just a personal decision, just to see if I could, put a barrier of time between what could possibly be negativity. I don't think, knowing what I know now that I did not pass, I don't think I would have had near as much fun this past week as I have, knowing in the back of my mind that I failed the CCIE lab. But that's okay, because I took time to celebrate, and I had a good time. So when my wife gets back from her trip, it will be game time again. We'll figure out what's a good labbing strategy. I'll make sure I work it in with my family, and that I continue to meet their needs, and that I continue to be successful. And thank you all for being here. I can't believe it. I can't believe, like, I feel like now my journey is over. D Bizzle, what's up, man? Now my journey is over. And I don't mean over like I'm not studying for CCIE. I mean, the first leg of my journey is over. Now I get to take a real breather, regroup, take a water break. I did not nail it, D Bizzle. You'll have to go back. Damn, I should have made you go back and rewatch it all. The next leg starts another chapter, and thank you all. If I have any revelations in the study process, I'll make sure to document that and share that via the community. It has been really awesome. So I like to share as much as I can about this process. And now that I've documented so much of it, that was another thing of why I thought maybe I should just live stream this. Was I live streamed like 90% of my studying. Most of you are part of that journey, whether on Twitter or Discord or different Slack channels or people I work with or my family. You're part of this journey. I might as well make everyone part of the results as well. So the weight has been lifted. Yeah, man. Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It would do me good. It certainly helps out. Every once in a while, I kick out some good content. I hope to do a couple more interviews with some guys. Philip Parr, I got you in my crosshairs. I know you and I had a chat session before, but I'd love to circle back around and do another interview with you, like I did with Bed Gamble, if you're around. For the rest of you guys, thank you very much. Check out my blog if it's important. If I got any important topics for anyone there, make sure you subscribe to the blog. You can always recommend topics, and I really like labbing up stuff. So if you got some like weird networking thing going on, I love to help out. I always help out people when they show up in Discord and they have a question about networking. First thing I do is grab a lab. It's the best way to solve something out. Thanks, Lantamer, for helping me out with the links and stuff. Yeah. Thanks, Alex Murray. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Phil. Thanks. I really appreciate it, buddy. So guys, that's a wrap. That's a wrap for me. I'm going to put the kids to bed. I'm still a family man, Mr. Dad this week, and thank you all. Really, I might cry a little bit afterwards, but I'll kill the stream before I do. It's been a hell of an experience. So I wish my wife was here so I can give her a big hug and a big thank you for all of her support. It has not been easy on us, the way that I chose to study. And I can tell you one thing, guys. I chose to study by locking myself in a room, essentially. Not literally, but almost literally. And just head down and doing it. And that's because I'm an all or nothing kind of guy. and I'm obsessive when I get my mind on something. And so I've obsessed about the CCIE, and that's the only way I know how to do things. I don't know how to manage my time very well, where I can do a little bit here and a little bit there. So I've chose to study that way. And looking back, it's what I needed to do, but maybe that wasn't the best way. So I'm open to new study strategies, and hopefully I can sync up with a couple of good people. I know Narvik wants to give some good advice, and Brian McGann as well. So hopefully I can get some good advice and share a good strategy with you all, and hopefully I can prove that it's fruitful in the end. So that's it. I'm out.